If attention keeps slipping and days are fragmented, you're not broken. You're human in a world of pulls. Indistractable by Nir Eyal is a serene blueprint to restore attention without giving up technology. The fundamental idea is simple. Distraction starts inside, with a feeling we want to escape. When we master that feeling and craft our day on purpose, traction is our default and distraction is reduced. Most guidance tells us to use willpower, try harder. This book teaches us design your day differently. Step 1, learn to notice the craving before the scroll. Step 2, schedule values onto your calendar so time keeps you honest. Step 3, add a few soft commitments and small barriers that protect your plan when the craving comes. Step 4, dampen loud temptation from devices, email and meetings. And finally, set gentle boundaries with people at home and at work so everyone knows when attention is on and when attention is off. No shame, no guilt, just consistent small steps that work. Chapter 1 begins on the inside, internal triggers and how to surf them. Most distractions start with a feeling: boredom, stress, anxiety, loneliness, or uncertainty. The app is not step 1, the feeling is step 1. When the feeling shows up, our hands obey with quick relief. A scroll, a snack, a switch to something easier. This is natural, but we can change what we do in that moment. The first tool is naming. When the urge shows up, say it in plain words. I feel bored, or I feel anxious, or I feel stuck. Naming the feeling makes it smaller. The second tool is one slow inhale and one slow exhale. Release the jaw and the shoulders. This sends a message to the body, we are safe. The third tool is a small action in the direction of traction. Write one sentence, open the exact file, stand and drink water, or start a 1-minute timer and begin. The book calls this surfing the urge. Imagine the urge like a wave. It comes up, it crests, it passes. If we don't feed it. Many people think they need to destroy feelings. They don't. They can notice them, hold them for a minute, and still pick the next honest step. To make this real, imagine a study session. The tough topic is jumbled. That jumble spawns a thought. Check your phone for 1 minute. Say instead, I feel stuck. Breathe. Then jot down only one line of the answer, however sloppy. Often, by the time you finish that line, the wave has already started to crest. You didn't wrestle yourself, you stayed with yourself. That is the power of traction. Chapter 2 makes values visible in the form of time through timeboxing. If it doesn't go onto the calendar, it's a wish. Timeboxing is giving a task to each hour in advance. You are not trying to pack more into the day, you are packing the day into what matters. Begin with 3 areas: self, relationships, work, in that order. Schedule sleep, movement and meals onto the calendar first. Schedule time with the people who matter onto the calendar, a walk, dinner, a brief call, then schedule onto the calendar blocks for deep work, shallow work, email, and actual breaks. Label each block: deep work on chapter, email batch, project meeting, walk, lunch. When a block begins, begin. When a block finishes, finish. If today goes off the rails, don't be too hard on yourself. Reprogram tomorrow. The power is not perfection. The power is that the decisions are made when you are relaxed, so in the moment you can follow a path you've already chosen. Timeboxing also makes trade-offs real decisions. If social media is important to your well-being or career, give it a little real box. 20-30 minutes at night, for example. If focused work is important, give it an inviolable morning block when the brain is fresh. When a distraction beckons, you say to yourself, what was I gonna do at this time? And do that for 5 minutes. 5 minutes tends to get the ball rolling. If not, you still kept your commitment to yourself, and that builds trust. Chapter 3 talks about external triggers, the pings, badges, pop-ups, and humans that command our attention. The rule is straightforward. Not everything that triggers is bad, but a lot needs a redesign. Begin with the phone. Place it in another room for deep work and nighttime. Disable all non-human notifications. Keep calls and calendar invitations, and silence the rest. Move social apps off the home screen, and flip the phone to grayscale to make it less appealing. Use an alarm clock so the phone can be taken out of the bedroom. These are tiny changes, but they eliminate hundreds of micro-pulls that are cumulative. Silence the computer space. Organize the desktop. Employ a browser that opens on a blank page. Cap deep work periods at 5 or fewer tabs. Send and forward articles and long reads to a next folder so they will not interrupt the task at hand. Batch email and messaging into 2 or 3 windows a day, late morning and late afternoon say, so the morning is available for deep work. Employ inbox rules to send newsletters into a reading folder. At the office, hack back what you can control that's disrupting you. Block deep work periods on a shared calendar so others know when your head's down. Use scheduled send so emails go out during normal hours, so you don't worry about responding at midnight. Experiment with a team focus window where chat is silent for an hour twice a day. If someone needs you during your deep block, they can leave a note to review later. If your culture is hyper-reactive, begin with one shielded block a day and graciously explain your plan. You'll probably get respect when people see your results. Chapter 4 introduces pacts, pleasant promises that let future you win when the craving hits. There are 3 simple types. A time pact defines when some distractions are permitted. Social apps, for example, get 20 minutes after dinner and that is it. A price pact levies a small charge for not following your own rule. You can offer a small deposit to a friend that you lose if you do not receive your deep block. Use this sparingly. The idea is a small pinch, not torture. The most powerful is an identity pact. Start to say to yourself, I'm the kind of person who protects 1 deep block a day, or I'm the kind of person who keeps the phone out of the bedroom. Every time you uphold the promise, you cast a vote for that identity. You don't have to be perfect to own that story. You need a pattern. Pacts are not toughness. Pacts are design. Consider a seatbelt. It introduces a second of friction, but it saves you in hard times. Consider a door lock. It requires one little action, but it keeps your space safe. Pacts do the same for attention. They introduce a little pause so you recall your plan before the app does. If you have tried tips and already fallen, try this one thing tomorrow morning. Plan one 60-90-minute chunk of deep work. Write down the very first teeny tiny step on a sticky note. Put the phone in another room. Activate a sight blocker for just that chunk. When the urge comes, label it, breathe once and write one line. Push through the chunk. Then assess the technique on how the rest of your day goes. Chapter 5 solves the 2 biggest attention leaks, email and meetings. Email is productive, but it hijacks the best hours. The book suggests 2 adjustments: send better emails and check less. Send better emails by composing shorter subjects. Get one thing out per thread. Ask one question, and suggest 2 time slots when scheduling. This stops back and forth. Check less by having 2 or 3 email windows per day. For example, 11:30 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. outside of those windows keep to your scheduled blocks. When you do check, triage rapidly. If a response takes less than 2 minutes, do it. If it takes thinking, block it out. If it's noise, archive it. This stops email from eating up your whole morning. Meetings also need rules. Insist on an agenda before you'll attend. Without agenda or purpose, suggest a message update instead. If you must attend, cap the number of people, establish a definitive end time, and anchor decisions to a short written note so action is certain. Your team is used to long, rambling meetings. Start by conducting short, focused meetings. People will care. If you can't manage meetings, manage your invites and your own time. Protect your 1 deep block. Fence the hours that advance your real work. Chapter 6 turns the spotlight on the humans in your life, teammates, friends, and family. Distraction spreads when rules are fuzzy. Make easy, gentle rules together. At home, enforce a phone curfew. Phones out of bedrooms 30 minutes before bed. Use an old alarm clock so phones can stay out. Designate a visible focus signal in shared areas. Headphones on, a little card that says focus, or a door partially closed. Show what it means. I'll be available after this block. Pledge to daily together time, even short. Attention is love in action. When people know that they will get you fully, they don't have to interrupt you all the time. In the workplace, establish a simple team attention charter. Decide when the team checks messages, how to mark deep work on the calendar, how to use scheduled send, and what is a real emergency. Set reply windows so that nobody feels obligated to reply in 5 minutes. Let people know where the updates live so that individuals don't dig through chatter. These small promises lower stress. They make focus okay and not rude. Indistractable is not about imposing attention, it's about designing for it. Feel the temptation, name it, breathe, and take one step toward traction. Plan values on your calendar so your day reflects what matters. Include soft promises so future you has a helping hand in tough times. Silence the triggers, on phones, in browsers, in email, and in meetings, so the world tugs less. Implement soft rules with people so attention can go to the right place at the right time. When you do these small things consistently, days feel lighter. Work gets done, rest is real. The phone becomes a tool again, not a boss. If this has given you one move to attempt this week, tap like as a gentle yes, and subscribe if you'd like a quiet corner each week to build steady attention together. Share this with one friend who is always uttering just one more scroll. Tomorrow take one deep block, small steps, real traction. Let's reclaim your attention, please.